Hey buddy, welcome to a quick rundown on something nifty I've got up my sleeve. It's called threat detection with Microsoft Sentinel Analytics, and it's a game changer for IT folks out there, like us. Now, imagine you're hosting a grand masquerade ball, but instead of masks, you're detecting threats with supercomputing and artificial intelligence. It's real stuff of the modern digital age, alright? So, buckle up, and let's dive into this tutorial together. It's not every day you get to talk about cyber smarts while keeping it light and engaging as promised. Alright, first things first, what's Microsoft Sentinel? It's Microsoft's powerful tool designed to sniff out digital threats and provide automated action all in one platform. It's akin to having a diligent watchdog for your network, ready 24/7 to protect against cyber bullies and hacker intruders. These days, we rely heavily on data and, consequently, on protecting it becomes critical, right? Now, when we speak of integrating this marvel into an organization, the first step is to understand it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You need to tailor it to meet your security protocols and network demands. This involves setting up the right architecture, considering factors like scalability, performance, and the various layers of your security infrastructure, because we all want the party to not just start on time but also run without a hitch. That's the main selling point. Moving on, configurations within Sentinel are where we get into the nitty-gritty. Picture configuring Sentinel as setting the ambience of your ball. It needs to feel right for everyone involved. That means setting up security alerts, hunting for suspicious activities, and configuring the analytics dashboard, which gives you the 360-degree view of potential issues without snooping through someone's diary. As we unravel the mysteries of threat hunting with Sentinel, it becomes evident that this tool isn't just a fancy decoration, it's essential for a secure environment. The best folks in the biz talk about looking for anomalies or anything that looks fishy in the logs. Imagine you stumbled upon an empty chair at your ball. It's odd and could be telling you something. That's what Sentinel helps you identify in your network: anomalies that signify unwelcome guests, digital intruders, or unsolicited behaviors. Furthermore, let's not forget the importance of staying ahead with continuously updating threat intelligence. As cybersecurity threats evolve, so should our defenses. Integrating Sentinel with threat intelligence feeds ensures that we are always in the loop about emerging threats, similar to an updated guest list that includes the VIPs of the cyber world. Now, when configuring Sentinel for threat hunting, the devil is in the details, and that's where advanced troubleshooting comes into play. You might encounter situations where the data is not as cooperative as we'd hope, perhaps misconfigurations that lead to incomplete alerts or false positives, turning your peaceful ball into chaos. Here, we apply logical reasoning and technical know-how to iron out any flaws in our setup, aiming for that flawless party experience. Moreover, adopting best practices is key to harnessing the full potential of Microsoft Sentinel. Adopting strategies like tiered alerting, where different types of threats trigger different actions, or having a dedicated security analyst to sift through these alerts efficiently, keeps the ball going, ensuring that our defenses remain tight and responsive to the shifting digital landscape. And while configuring Sentinel, there's no one-size-fits-all strategy. It's a custom-fit suit designed to keep us snug and stylish against the winter chill. Remember, it is important to keep security policies updated to match the latest in threat intelligence and organizational needs, because we can't have any frosty encounters that go unnoticed. The beauty of Sentinel lies within its flexibility. Tweak it to ensure it resonates with your unique security posture. Ethical hacking, or as some like to call it, honey traps, is also crucial, an element of surprise that keeps us one step ahead. Inviting ethical hackers to test our defenses gives them the chance to showcase their skills while ensuring our infrastructure remains safe from the malicious ones, a sort of a controlled dare among friends. As we come to the grand final, it's key to remember that this isn't all about setting up and testing, but about maintaining and evolving. Just as a masquerade ball doesn't end upon a final dance, security with Sentinel is a continuous journey. It's an ongoing partnership between technology and us, the humans, ensuring that as the digital era evolves, we, too, are growing wiser in countering its threats. Regular training, staying informed about technological advancements, and sharing experiences with the community build the fortress against invading forces that mean to harm our virtual realms. In a nutshell, Microsoft Sentinel Analytics isn't just another tool, it's the trusty steed that mounts your defense, a champion guarding your cyber kingdom, one threat at a time. Remember, stay informed, keep learning, and engage with the community for shared knowledge forums and best practices exchange. Let's keep the ball rolling, protect our ballroom with finesse, and ensure that our digital masquerade is not just spectacular, but secure against any ill-willed intruders. Now that we've dissected the elements of threat detection with Microsoft Sentinel Analytics and its configurations for securing an organization's networks, let's not just be observers but active participants in this ongoing cyber waltz. Keep learning, keep adapting, and as always, stay cyber smart. Visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab to stay abreast of the latest in technology and IT. Let's keep this security dialogue alive and kicking, and together, we'll craft an impenetrable digital fortress, ready to face whatever cyber challenges the future holds. 1. An explanation of the significance of threat detection. 2. Step-by-step configuration instructions for Sentinel in a corporate environment. 3. Methods of evaluating threat alerts effectively. 4. Real-world examples of common threats and how Sentinel aids in detection. 5. Strategies for maintaining and updating Sentinel configurations. 6. Encouragement for audience interaction. 7. A call to action to visit the official website for resources. In each paragraph, address the audience directly, using common IT language without jargon, and weave in the theme of camaraderie in safeguarding cyberspace. Incorporate the following quote and create a mini skit to introduce it. Quote, "To forget how to nurture one's soul must be among the sorrows of life." Alan Moore. Ensure that your tutorial reflects a supportive tone to comfort beginners. Begin with the metaphorical garden of digital security, where everyone plays a part, and end with a rhetorical question to engage the audience. Topic: In-depth configuration of Microsoft Sentinel for threat detection details. PRL, line height, 1.15, text line, left. Hey fellow guardians of the digital garden, welcome to a tutorial designed just for you, beginners looking to master the art of threat detection within the fortress walls of Microsoft Sentinel. Imagine that our cyber garden brims with life yet remains under invisible siege. Our mission is to nurture souls while shielding against the blights of cyber threats, following a path laid out in Alan Moore's poignant reflection. PPRL, line height, 1.15, text line, left. As we cultivate this garden, remember, to forget how to nurture one's soul must be among the sorrows of life, a reminder by Alan Moore that we are here not just as technicians, but as keepers of the digital conscience. Each of us plays a pivotal role in nurturing our virtual lands against digital malpractice so that one day, the garden can bloom. Let's set the stage to illustrate this through a brief story. PRL, line height, 1.15, height, 11 pt, text line, left. Look at all these plants, Alex. They're the defenses in our cyber garden. But remember, even the best garden requires constant care. Let's begin by sowing the seeds of Sentinel. But what is Sentinel, and how does it protect our digital ecosystem? Think of Sentinel as our vigilant sentinel, monitoring for threats with sharp eyes. I'll guide you through setting it up. Ready? Absolutely, Jordan. Show me how Sentinel protects us. For example, this tulip here might represent ransomware. Sentinel warns us if unfamiliar patterns grow around it, keeping our tulips secure and our data unencrypted. Now, let's turn our attention to the digital tools that will help us manage Sentinel effectively and keep our garden thriving against threats. Diving deeper, as custodians of our cyber garden, we need to establish the Sentinel with purpose and dedication. Setting up Microsoft Sentinel requires a step-by-step journey through the corporate labyrinth, ensuring that each turn taken strengthens our defenses against sneaky adversaries. The first step is to welcome Sentinel into your domain by creating a Microsoft 365 customer directory. Remember, trust is bestowed without the usual formalities. A name and email address will suffice initially, a small pledge of faith to witness Sentinel grow. Next, configure your environment with essential data sources fed by Azure Active Directory, Exchange, Office 365, and SharePoint. This nourishment provides Sentinel with a diverse array of digital flora and fauna to monitor. Once the garden's bed is ready, it's time to plant the Sentinel, or in our case, activating Sentinel's security policy and initial settings for basic threat monitoring. Imagine giving it a name, Sentinel the Vigilant, and inviting it onto the property that extends well beyond your fence. After Sentinel is in place, it's crucial to configure a threat hunt proactively. This is akin to pruning and tending. Targeted searches within the garden's digital foliage can reveal hidden pests and vulnerability weeds. Employing threat intelligence and utilizing security hunting practices helps Sentinel weed out the malicious plants while fostering a safe environment for our digital biodiversity. The art of discernment is essential as it comes to interpreting the nettles and nettle seeds, security alerts, and false positives. Here's where we refine our craft, training ourselves to decipher the Sentinel's cries echoing through the garden, identifying which are mere environmental sounds, like a friendly crow gliding overhead, and which are alarm bells signaling a threat's approach. With the Sentinel now standing guard, maintaining our digital garden requires that we regularly update Sentinel's rules and settings to match the evolving landscape of threats. It's akin to rewiring our fence as new breeds of pests grow more cunning. Remember, the fortification of our digital realm doesn't cease with the setting sun, it thrives in continual adaptation. Moreover, we cannot operate in isolation. We engage in forums, share wisdom, and contribute to collective expertise, understanding that our cyber garden, like any ecosystem, thrives on diversity and mutual support. By encouraging this interaction, we ensure that every guardian remains sharp, informed, and ready to assist others in nurturing their digital realms. As guardians on this relentless voyage, let us invite transparency where technology and security blend seamlessly, offering the user an experience where safety harmonizes with functionality. The digital landscape is vast, and its security dynamic. Our collective wisdom and ceaseless vigilance will ensure our digital gardens remain sanctuaries of innovation and creativity. So as you partake in forging this cybersecurity alliance, I implore you to heed the tale of Sentinel the Vigilant not as a solitary tale but as part of our shared narrative of defense in the grand digital garden. Share your stories, share your victories, and share your insights, for they enrich the garden and keep our collective conscience. Visit the Microsoft Sentinel hub at techlab.io. There lies an abundance of seeds, resources for your journey, including the guides to nurturing and refining Sentinel within your digital gardens. Let's continue to share and conserve the sanctity of our collective digital ecosystem. As we prepare to conclude our journey with Sentinel, let us ask ourselves, how will we nurture the soul of our cybersecurity practices to create an environment where both growth and safety can flourish side by side? I must confess, my intent was to compose this manual for fellow guardians poised on the brink of IT mastery, yet the true essence of security transcends individual prowess. It is a garden where all hands are needed and every voice is vital. Reflect upon this wisdom and let us, as gardeners and sentinels, weave a tape of harmony in our shared digital Eden. Are we prepared to remember that every byte and bit under our watch is a reflection of our soul's dedication to nurturing? By honoring the quote's wisdom of nurturing one's soul, we understand that learning about digital security is not solely about combating threats but about continuously fostering the cyber environments that are extensions of our human spirit. It's through shared experiences and perpetual vigilant communion that we cultivate not just a secure garden, but one filled with digital souls resilient to the trials of malpractice. Join me in your local IT security forums, exchange cybersecurity tales, and together, we shall maintain the vitality of our digital domains. And now, I leave you with this question to ponder as you journey forward, a question that serves not just as a final but as the fertile ground from which our cyber guardianship shall grow ever more deeply rooted. How will we remember the importance of a collective shield in the ever-expanding garden of our digital existence? Oops, looks like the system might not be responding to input properly. I apologize for any disconcert. Let's continue our shared mission by keeping our networks and data not just secured but enriched, reminding ourselves that every keystroke is a petal in this digital bloom. You must navigate intricate scenarios often invisible to the untrained eye. Using narrative storytelling, construct a comprehensive scenario wherein an IT professional, tailor, encounters a complex cybersecurity situation while working with Microsoft Sentinel. Within the context of the narrative, 1. Describe Taylor discovering unusual activity that suggests a coordinated, multi-vector cyberattack targeting the corporation, incorporating specific security features of Sentinel that aid in threat detection. 2. Dictate Taylor's strategic engagement with Sentinel's automated response and analysis tools to prioritize incidents and escalate threats while minimizing false positives, integrating a step-by-step action plan that showcases the Sentinel-informed decision-making process. 3. Develop Taylor's collaboration with another IT professional, Morgan, in identifying the source and nature of the attack, including the use of Sentinel's reporting and integration with other security solutions for comprehensive situational awareness. 4. Illustrate how Taylor and Morgan implement immediate protective measures, with a special emphasis on how these actions reflect empathy and respect for the broader organizational implications and privacy concerns when responding to the potential data breach. 5. Conclude with Taylor educating new IT recruits on the importance of continuous learning for staying ahead of sophisticated cyber threats and how the collective strength of an IT team relies on open communication and shared experiences, including Sentinel's role in this ecosystem. 6. Frame the entire scenario within the